What's this? Well, it's just one of the biggest prizes we've ever given away on the show, that's all. And you watch how I use this bag of groceries to find the winner. See you in a minute.
And here you are, the stunts you asked to see again, proving that people are funny.
Ooh, people are funny.
Presented by Papermate.
Papermate pens are leak-proof. Use a Papermate pen. Papermate ink is smear-proof. Use a Papermate pen. And starring Art Linkletter.
Well, I'm here loaded down with a big bundle of groceries. People are funny, they love to eat, but oh boy, how they hate to shop and carry these big bundles home. However, tonight, someone may carry this bundle home for someone, and if he does, then he will get that mysterious package we showed you a few minutes ago. But right now, let's meet a lovely young lady we picked just before we went on the air. Would you come out, please, miss? Well, your face is rather familiar. What is your name?
Sharon Linkletter.
Oh, well, no wonder I thought I'd seen you before. I knew her face was familiar. With 5, you know, you're never sure. Sharon, how old are you, honey?
8.
8 years of age, and you are our special guest tonight because we like to keep the prizes right in the Linkletter family. Now, Sharon, this is what I want you to do. You are going to go out of this studio, and you're going to take these big groceries in your arms, and you're going to go up Vine Street a few blocks, and you are going to wherever you see some people standing, maybe at a bus stop or somewhere along the street. I want you to pick somebody in the crowd and go up to them and look real tired. Can you do that?
Yes.
Yeah, look real miserable. That's it. And then you ask if anybody will help you carry this heavy armload of groceries home to your daddy, just a couple of blocks. Would you try it? Pretend I'm somebody sitting at a bus stop. You come up to me. What do you say?
Mister, these groceries are so heavy, and my father doesn't live too far away. Would you please carry them home for me?
Supposing he says, well, I'm so busy myself, and I'm kind of tired.
I'll say, please help me with these groceries. I can hardly walk another step.
That's it. And get a miserable look on your face. That's it. Look as if you're ready to pass out. Now, Sharon, you can remember all this now.
Yes.
And if you can get somebody, a woman or a man, I don't care which, to actually help you with these groceries and walk out of their way 2 blocks, you come to the side door of this theater and knock. Got that? We'll stop whatever we're doing, and whoever was a sweet, nice stranger to carry these bundles for you will get something. Okay? Here's the groceries. Wait a minute now. There you go. Now, are they all right now?
Yes.
All right. Irv Atkins will trail along to see that nobody picks up you and the groceries. Say goodbye to our audience. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to let you see exactly what is going to be given to the person who is kind enough to help my little girl with groceries. Somebody is going to get, take it away, boys. How do you like that? A new Nash Metropolitan. A lovely car that gets 40 miles to the gallon. Boys, would you lower it down now? We'll cover it up so we'll have it as a surprise when the person, if any, comes back at the end of the show. How do you like the new car? Beauty, isn't it? You can't see the two-tone colors, I know, in black and white television, but it's styled in red and white. And would you believe it? My new Papermate pen matches the colors of my new car exactly. And now you can have a Papermate to match your car, because Papermate has a great new pen, styled in exciting color combinations to match the multi-million-dollar look of the newest two-tone automobiles. But exciting two-tone colors are not the only thing new about Papermate. It has 6 new features to give you the world's easiest writing. Papermate's new Widco ink formula that ends stop-and-go writing. Then there's the new tenite finish that stays lifetime bright. The new hold-fast clip that stays tension tight. The new silvered tip that starts faster and writes smoother. The new fine or medium point. And the new one-click retractor. Yes, this one never fails. And the story of the new two-tone car colors and the 6 new features to give you the world's easiest writing at school or at work can be seen at any new Papermate display, wherever pens are sold. And match your favorite new car colors with a new two-tone Papermate Deluxe, still only $1.69 everywhere. And remember that all Papermate pens have the new writing features, including the jewelry-finished Capri for $2.95. We thought that this evening we'd salute the American housewife. So before we went on the air, I asked for a raise of hands among the women who felt that they were doing a real good job of being a housewife. And the gal who volunteered to be on the show without knowing what she was going to get into is coming on stage right now. And she just looks like a real nice gal and a good sport. How are you? What's your name?
Thank you. Mrs. W.H. Williams.
Mrs. Williams, from where?
South Wilmington, Illinois.
Have you ever, it just occurred to me at this moment, I don't know what made me think of it, have you ever had occasion to sew a patch on your husband's pants?
Oh, yes.
Uh-huh. I mean, with him in them.
No, I don't think so.
You never have?
No.
Huh? It'd be interesting to try, wouldn't it?
Well, it might.
Uh-huh. Is he here tonight?
Yes, he is.
Uh-huh.
Sitting right there.
Right down there.
Mm-hmm.
We'll let him stay down there. Instead, you just sit down right here, and we'll get a total stranger out here. Could we have a contestant please come up here? How do you do, sir?
How do you do, Art?
You're a bachelor, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
That's what I asked for. And your name?
Joseph Anskis,
Mr. Anskis, you're a bachelor of what age?
29.
Do you remember back when you were about 11 or 12 how your mother used to occasionally take you across her knee?
It was my father.
Well, across his knee?
With a strap.
Yeah, well, Joe, think back to your memory and assume the position right here that you would assume across a lap. Would you just get right across there, please? There you are. Oh, I forgot something. Mrs. Luella Williams, may I present Joseph Anski?
How do you do?
I always like our contestants to know each other and feel close to each other. Now, Mrs. Anski, this is a very interesting example of a woman called upon in an emergency to perform a homely operation, which is sewing a patch. And here is the target for tonight. Right there. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mr. Goodell, would you bring in the patch, please? We thought we'd have a nice heart-shaped patch. Would you show the folks? Isn't that cute? And there, we're going to put it right there. And here is an especially sharpened needle. Now, it's not a hard job, is it? Just basting it?
I don't think so.
Oh, you could probably do it with your eyes shut. As a matter of fact, let's try it that way. John, blindfold her. Here. I'll help. Oop, 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 oop. There we are. Can you see anything?
No, I can't.
Not a thing. Now you're blindfolded. You want to find the patch? No, I better find it for you. There. Do you want to go on, or shall we have Novocaine flown in? All right. Now, the idea, Mrs. Williams, is to see if you can break the world's record by sewing at least 8 stitches inside of 30 seconds, blindfolded, on a patch and a pair of pants worn by a man. Now, Joe, you have almost nothing to do in this stunt. This is very easy for you. But just to keep your mind from what's going on behind your back, I'll chat with you. All right, now the time is ready, the patch is ready, Joe and I are ready, and we go right now. Joseph, what part of the country are you from?
New Jersey.
How long you been out here?
About 9 months this time.
Now, don't be nervous, just answer the questions. What kind of a job do you have?
I'm a bartender.
Any brothers and sisters? Any brothers and sisters?
I have one brother and one sister.
Any girlfriends?
Not at the moment.
Have you read any good books lately?
Huh? What's that?
What brought you out here this time?
I like California.
I see.
I did.
Time's up? My gosh, how many stitches did she have?
7.5.
Wait a minute, let's see. Get up for a minute and turn him around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Isn't that a wonderful job of sewing? And you didn't feel it hardly at all?
Not a little bit.
Except a couple of stitches. Would you just stand up here, please, Mrs. Williams, and take the blindfold off so you can see what you're doing? You have just set a new world's record, but only for Southern California. And we'd like to have you both have a little present. We want you, Mrs. Williams, to take home with you a beautiful Mohawk carpet and a foam set cushion from the looms of Mohawk. And Joe, you're a bachelor.
Yes, sir.
You have a mother and dad?
Yes, sir.
We'd like to have you have for them, or for your hope chest, a service for 8 of beautiful international silver in the silver rhythm pattern, and its compliments of Papermate Pens. I wonder how many of you remember the name Caspar Milquetoast. He's the famous syndicated cartoon character of the Herald Tribune Syndicate created by the beloved H.T. Webster. Well, Caspar Milquetoast is a famous mythical American. And tonight we thought that you would like to meet a counterpart of this character. And during the past month or two, we advertised for such a man, and we think we have him for you. Would you come out, please, Mr. Ernest Rey? How do you do? Yes. Mr. Rey, would you mind reading the advertisement that brought you here tonight?
Yes, sir. Wanted, real-life Mr. Milquetoast, quiet, retiring man who avoids unpleasantness at all costs for a psychological experiment. Write to Box 112.
Now, you answered this ad,
Yes, sir.
and you feel that you have the qualifications of a genuine Caspar Milquetoast?
Yes, sir. They tell me I do.
Uh-huh. How old are you?
Well, let's see. I'm 34.
Are you married?
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, that took a lot of courage. I guess your wife did the proposing?
Well, yes, she did. She followed me around the country.
Uh-huh. That's very interesting. And it took a little courage to answer this ad to come here tonight, didn't it?
Took a great deal, sir.
Now, we think you qualify in almost every respect. What kind of a job do you have?
Well, I do accounting work.
You're an inside accountant.
Oh, yes.
Do you work for a private firm, or?
No, I work for the state of California.
Oh, you have a kind of a permanent, secure civil service kind of a job.
Oh, yes, yes.
You take no chances.
No, not me.
Uh-huh. You qualify. Now, the idea of the stunt is kind of interesting. We want to see if, figuratively speaking, we can change a mouse into a lion in 1 week's time. Now, as I say, figuratively speaking only, you're the mouse.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Now, do you think we can change you?
Well, I don't know if it's possible.
Now, of course, the important thing is that you must learn to stand up for your rights.
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to give you a little incentive. I'm going to offer you during the course of this week a Hart, Schaffner & Mark's complete outfit: suit, top coat, slacks, sport coat, and a solid gold wristwatch.
That'd be wonderful.
All of them worth over $500 if you can try to change from a mouse into a lion in a week.
Yes, sir.
Will you try?
Right. I sure will. I'll try.
You'll try.
Yes.
This may be the start of a whole new life for you.
Yes, it may.
You're trembling.
Oh, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I noticed that. Now, here's a card of instructions. Would you read what we're going to have you do during the week? What's the first thing say?
Whistle at a pretty girl on the street.
Have you ever done that?
No, I haven't. No.
Well, let's see you whistle. Try it like a wolf does. That's pretty good. Try it again. That's it. See, it gets easier the second time, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Really give it the business. Now, what's the second thing say?
Now, let's see. Eat food at a restaurant and complain to the manager about both food and service.
That's right. You want the manager. Pound on the table. Coffee's cold. The steak's tough. The silverware is dirty. Anything you can think of. That'll get you into the habit of being tough.
All right. I'll try.
You'll try it.
Yes, I will.
All right. What's the third thing?
Well, it says here, go into a store and order a suit, and after the measurements have been taken, change your mind.
That's right. Tell the tailor that you've changed your mind. Now, don't tell him there's anything wrong with the suit. Just tell him, I've changed my mind, that's the way I am, and walk out. Don't look back.
Okay. All right, I'll try.
Now, you live here in Southern California. Do you have any problems at all with your neighbors?
Well, I have a neighbor that comes over and gets our newspaper all the time.
And reads it before you do?
He puts it in his dog pen. He's got some dogs, and he puts it in the pen.
After he reads it?
Before he reads it, or he just takes it, and I don't get a chance to read it.
He comes and takes it right off your lawn.
Well, while I'm gone, he comes in and gets it from my wife or something.
All right. Now, the first thing I want you to do is to go to that man tomorrow morning and knock on the door. And when he comes to the door, you say, leave my paper alone. If you want any papers, buy one for yourself. You got that?
He lives right next door.
Well, you have to stand up for your rights. Now, will you do that?
I'll try.
All right. Remember the prize. Now, let's see if there's anything we can do to annoy your boss. What kind of a boss do you have?
Well, he's a fine boss. He's a straightforward man.
Yeah,
he's a very good boss. Uh-huh.
He's a good boss.
Yes.
Is he quite strict?
Yes, he should be.
Yeah. Well, do you, how are we going to annoy him? Do you have a coffee break?
Yes, I do have. 10 minutes a day.
10 minutes?
Yes.
Tomorrow or Monday, or the very first time we can get to him, I want you to go in and say 10 minutes is not enough.
10 minutes is not enough, huh?
You got to say it firmer than that.
Okay.
Try it again.
10 minutes is not enough. I've got to have more.
Pretty good. I think you're getting it. How much more time do you want?
Well, I'll make it 15.
Well, that's 5 minutes. I guess that's some more. Now, what can you do to make your wife mad? What kind of a wife is she?
Well, she's very nice.
You wouldn't want to do anything to hurt her feelings?
No, I wouldn't want to hurt her feelings.
What about staying out at night?
Well, she wants to know where I'm at. At night.
At night?
Yeah, she wants to know where I'm at.
What can you make her mad at? Going out at night or anything about her cooking?
Well, if I order something for breakfast in the morning and then get up and go out the door without eating, that gets her mad.
It does. You tried that once, I guess.
Yes, I have. A couple times.
You do that 3 times during the coming week. Order a whole layout and then just walk right out.
Yeah.
And don't look back.
Don't look back.
Don't look back. Don't look back. Now, just to be sure that all this goes off well, we have hired a private detective. And he is going to follow you around to see that you do not report on anything you do not do. You got that?
Yes, sir.
And by this time next week, if you follow the recipe that I'm giving you, you will have been started on a whole new life. You may even be in a hospital. Yeah. Mr. Ray, next week you come in here roaring like a lion, and you will be out loaded with presents.
Well, I'll come in there.
Goodbye. Papermate presents a brand new Papermate pen in new 2-tone car colors with 6 new features, including the new Widco ink formula that ends stop-and-go writing. Now, this easier writing Papermate comes in bright, new 2-tone color combinations to match the multi-million-dollar look of the newest automobiles. So you look for this new Papermate display and match your favorite new car colors with a new 2-tone Papermate. Still only $1.69 everywhere. Time now to find out if my daughter Sharon has come back and if anybody has helped her by carrying the bundle of groceries. Pat, what do we hear?
No sign of her yet, Art.
Nobody there yet, huh?
No, not yet.
Well, I tell you, we have a little time. Let's go down in the audience and pick some lady and have a little fun out there. I want some lady who feels that she has a great sense of intuition and a judge of character. Let's see the hands of people who volunteer. Way up. Put your hands way up. Here's a lady who looks like she'd fill the bill. Stand up and come on out in the aisle. We'll meet you. You're Mrs.?
Tom Black,
From where?
Quincy, Illinois.
Tell us about yourself, Mrs. Black. Why do you think you're a good judge of character?
Well, I've raised 4 sons and 3 daughters, and they're all married, and I have a wonderful husband, and I've been married 48 years.
Mm-hmm. And have you ever had to work for a living?
No, except in the kitchen.
Yeah, uh-huh. But you've seen enough people so you think you can look at a person and tell something about them.
Yeah, I believe I can.
Well, let's see whether you can or not. Mrs. Black?
Yes?
Mrs. Tom Black.
Yes.
Mrs. Tom Black, what are these? 5 $10 bills.
Yeah.
There you are. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
Isn't that easy?
When are you going to take them back?
You see, she is a good judge of character. She knows my character. I want you to come down the aisle here, and I'm going to pick somebody out. I don't care who. Well, take this fellow. Would you stand up, please, sir? Don't know who you are, but you're a big one. You stand right there. Now, Mrs. Black, I want you to look up at him, and I want to ask you some questions about him. And for every one that you're right, I'm going to leave you that money. Otherwise, I'll take some money away from you. Is he married? Yes or no?
I believe he is.
Are you married?
Yes.
Uh-huh. That's pretty good. How did you know he was married?
Well, he has a sweet face. A happy face. A married man is usually either very unhappy or he's very happy, and he has a very happy face.
Uh-huh. Well, he certainly is happy, all right.
And he also has a very wonderful disposition.
How do you know?
And he's smart.
Is his wife here? Where's your wife?
Right here, sir.
Would you stand up for a minute? I want to see how right she was. Has he got a wonderful disposition?
Yes, I'm afraid he has.
You're afraid?
I'm going to have to admit it.
He's smart?
Yes, he's very smart.
What's your business?
I'm a teacher.
What kind of a teacher?
Yeah, physics and algebra.
Didn't I tell you?
Wow, you sure picked him. You got that one. Now, here's the next one. How many children does he have?
Well, I wouldn't say more than 2 at the most.
How many do you have?
2, sir.
There's another one.
Yeah, you got another one, boy. You know. All right. Now, I'd like to ask you, is he a thrifty penny watcher, or is he impulsive and is apt to go out and spend quite a bit of money at one time?
No, I think he's very thrifty and very practical.
What about it?
He's very thrifty.
All right. Now, you got a 10. He's a what?
On a school teacher's salary, you're thrifty.
You are thrifty. Oh, that's right. Is he, what is your name, by the way?
There's somebody knocking at the door.
Somebody's knocking. Just a minute. I'll find out who he is.
Mr. Clifford Jakeway.
Mr. Jakeway?
Yes.
From where?
Recently, Glendale.
Well, now, how much? We'll give you that 10 and another 10 just for the fun of it, and you got 40.
Thank you, Artie.
30.
Goodbye.
I'm sentimental, too. You go on back there and sit down. Sit down, Mr. Jakeway, and thanks for... Oh, we got to find out what Sharon's brought in. My daughter has just arrived. Is it my daughter? Yes, my daughter. Now we'll find out if somebody helped her. You want to come in? Just go right over there. How do you do? Well, you certainly shut the door, didn't we? Sharon, you helped my little daughter.
Yes, and you're a rascal.
I'm a rascal? Why am I a rascal?
Sending your poor little daughter out with a package like that.
Yeah. Huh?
And bringing me in here without knowing where I was.
You didn't know you were going to be up in front of all these people, did you? Where did you go, Sharon, and was she the first one you asked?
No, there was 3 other people.
You asked how many men and how many women?
I asked 3 men.
And they all turned you down?
They all turned me down.
Now, you went to the 4th person, it was this lady.
No, I was just standing there a second, and she came up and asked me.
Oh, were you watching this, or what happened?
I wasn't watching exactly, but I saw the little girl with the big bundle, and it looked as if it was too big for her and as if it was going to slip. And I went up and asked her, I said, is somebody with you? And she said, no, her father usually came by, but he wasn't there.
Say, I feel so badly, I'm going to take these groceries from you. Or would you hold these? There's no reason for you to keep on holding them. You brought them back to where her daddy lives, practically. Now, you are Mrs.?
Helen and Theagen.
Were you waiting at the bus stop?
No, I had just got off of the bus and had an orange Julius and crossed the street and saw the little girl.
And even though you were late, and you'd been delayed, and you were on your way home, is your husband waiting for you?
He's learned to, that I get there when I get there.
Now, I noticed you were waiting. You say you came out on the bus. You do not have a car?
No.
Uh-huh.
No car.
You have no car. Well, you are the kind-hearted stranger that we have been looking for. As you heard my little Sharon tell, she had gone around seeing if anybody would help a little girl with an armload of groceries. And the interesting thing is, you didn't go up to her, did you? She came up to you.
No, she just came up and said, can I help you carry these packages for you?
Yes. Well, Helen.
Yes.
You and I are going to be pals, huh? You're all over being mad at me for pulling this trick on you.
Oh, no, I'm not at all angry with you for pulling the trick.
Yeah, well, you're going to be even less angry with me in just a second. We don't do this just for fun, you know.
I was angry with you for so overloading the little daughter.
It is about the first time she's ever come home with a load on. Well, Helen, I tell you, because you were so kind, you're also going to be a very fortunate person. You see what this big blue thing is right here with all the wires attached on it? What's under it is yours. So let's see what's under it, because it's going to be hers. And bring it up. That's yours. That is a beautiful new car in the Nash line. It's called the Metropolitan. And isn't it a cute car for you?
It's a beautiful thing.
It'll give you economical transportation. It handles nice and easy, and you'll be delighted with the whole operation of this Metropolitan car. Even the pink slip is yours, and if you can't drive it home tonight, Sharon, you drive her home. At all events, we'll see that you get it safe and sound, and we're so happy that such a nice person who can use a car and has done so many nice things, I'll bet, all through your life, has won this beautiful Metropolitan Nash. How about that, folks? Well, folks, that was a nice happy ending to tonight's People Are Funny show, and I'll be back in just a moment to show you some of the unusual costumes that are going to be featured in next week's show.
Pamper, pamper, new shampoo, gentle as a lamb, so right for you.
Gentle as a lamb?
Yes, ma'am. Pamper, pamper, new shampoo.
What's this talk about gentle as a lamb?
Well, I'll be happy to show you, ma'am. Plain shampoos are too rough. You're in a tizzy. They leave your hair dry or dull or frizzy. Pamper is made to get you out of that jam. Made so mild that it's gentle as a lamb. Pamper is so gentle you could use it every night. Leaves your hair soft and fresh and bright. And best of all, your hair will do what you want it to. Stay where you put it. Yes, if you want lovely, easy-to-manage hair, use Pamper shampoo. Gentle as a lamb.
Gentle as a lamb?
Yes, ma'am. Pamper, pamper, new shampoo.
There are the costumes for next week's show. Makes you think we're doing our stuff in a nudist colony, doesn't it, huh? Well, you might not be so far wrong. See you next week.
People are funny. People are funny.
Next week, People Are Funny, brought to you by Prom and Deep Magic.